Got it. Fine, everyone. We'll start now. 8 o'clock already. It happened. Recording started. Course detail. CNN. 111. PPT. See, IP address normally has how many numbers? 4 numbers. Initially, when the IP address was introduced, it was happening like this. What is the starting number of IP address? The beginning of an IP. What is the first number? Can somebody guess? Normally, the range
0, but not usable.
The range is 0 to 255, right? So the first number will be what? 0.0.0.0. The last number will be what? 255.255.255.255. Initially, it was arranged. Imagine that the world was evolved for the first time. Only 2 people were there in this imagination. Adam and Eve was there. So they might have lived in the same street, right? Same place, same home. Then the human beings evolved. After that, we had 1 street. Then we made 2, 3 streets. Then streets became areas. Then we got more people. Then we got area became what? City. We got multiple areas in 1 city. Then multiple cities into 1 state. Like that, slowly we broke everything. Because world was 1 first time. Then we broke into small pieces. Correct? Similar way, the IP address was a 1 big block. Then we broke them into 5 pieces based on the first number. I'm having X in IP address, right? IP address will have 4 numbers. XX. Then we broke them into 5 pieces based on the first number. Based on the first number, we broke them into 5 pieces. If the first number is in the range of 0 to 127, that is called class A. We broke them into 5 pieces. That's called class A, class B, class C. Class C. What happened? This class C, class D, and class E. Like that only we broke them into 5 pieces. And depending on the first number, first value, I can tell whether it's a class A, B, C, D, or E. So if you carefully see, if the first number is in the range of 0 to 127, it's called class A. 128 to 191 is called class B. 192 to 223 class C. 224 to 239. Something is happening that side. 239 is called 239 class D. Then 240 to 255 is called class E. It is class A, class B, class C, class D, and class C. Clear? Now don't think again. Again, I'm telling, don't think why we are doing this. As of now, understand what is this and how to do that. So initially, whenever you're learning something, you should be trying to understand what is that, the what question, and how we are doing this, don't think about why question, because why question never ends. I know the answer why. If I teach you why, it take 2 days, 2 hours a class. Just because it's number. Later on, you will understand why. Because I have seen some students thinking about why. They won't even understand what and how. Then the why becomes unknown. Like, what was why? I don't know. Thank God I told you. Don't. அதான் ஆரம்பிக்கும் போதே யோசிச்சு தனக்கு தானே குழம்பி ஒண்ணுமே புரியாம கடைசியில நான் எதுக்கு வந்தேன்னு தெரியாம போய் கிச்சன்ல மச்சான் பாரு நான் முட்டை போட்டிருக்கேன் சூப்பர்னு சொல்லி படிக்க வந்தடாங்க. So if I give you an IP address now, if I give an IP like 128.0. Which class is IP belongs to? Class B. Because the first number is in the class B range. This is class B. If I give second number 123.24.31.20, which
Class
class?
A.
Class A. If I give like 238.238.1.2, class B. So easily you can tell once you remember this value. Okay. So now the question is, write down these things. You write four random IP address. You write where is the notebook? Notebook earlier. You write four random IP address. You write four random IP address. You also exchange your notes. This, and you find out his classes of IP address. Online students also, you can write any four random numbers on different class of IP. Okay, I put in the chat group. And from UAE, Dubai and all, we have this first number, so bro, is it the right hand side or left hand side? Fine, got it. So now you can understand easily this concept. Let's go with the next. As per PPT, my next topic will be why computer is slow. I don't know why. Oh, it is hard. Now, if someone asks you to draw a small diagram of four PC connecting to the internet, how will you draw it? Here it is. You will try to make four PCs. See, normally switches will have more number of ports compared to routers, right? So here as you can see the switcher. There you can see router. In router, in backside, we have only two ports. So one port goes to the internet, one port goes to LAN, local area network. All the PCs cable will go here to the switch. From switch, one port will go to the router. From router, one port will go to the internet. So like that only we normally connect. It is termed as, this diagram is termed as small office, home office, LAN. SOHO, we termed as SOHO connection. Small office, home office, LAN. It's almost like when someone says, I have four PC, right? Draw a diagram of these PC going online through switch and router. You draw like this. Okay. Next, we can, but we can get only one PC because it has only one port, right? Now let's talk about the different types of methods using which you can build a LAN network. See, majorly we have two types of network. One is called LAN, second is called WAN. LAN means connecting two or more devices within the office building. So how can I connect them? We have one PC here, one PC here. Now to connect them using, I can use a cable. I can use Ethernet cable. If I use Ethernet cable, that is termed as Ethernet LAN. I can also use fiber cable. It's called fiber LAN. Or I can use something called Wi-Fi. If I use Wi-Fi, that is called what? Wireless LAN. So LAN can be of three different types. One is called Ethernet LAN, fiber LAN, wireless LAN. Now Ethernet LAN uses what signals? Ethernet LAN uses electrical signals. They use something called electrical signals. Fiber uses light signals. Wi-Fi uses radio frequency. Simple. So Ethernet LAN uses electrical signals, then light and radio. Let's see one by one now. Now, what do you mean by Ethernet cable? Ethernet cable is a 8-pin or 8-pin cable. It is normally used to connect two different devices. And Ethernet cable looks like this. As you can see in the camera also. That's how Ethernet cable looks like. So it can be in yellow color, orange color, whatever color you want. This is a short cable, we call it as, normally used to connect two different devices nearby. For example, I'm putting two routers. I want to connect them. I use this cable. That's all. So this is also an Ethernet cable. So the Ethernet cable and this pin is called RJ45 pin. What is the full form of RJ45?
Registered jack.
Registered jack. Registered jack. RJ45. What is 45? Why 45? See. Why don't you call it as RJ90? Basically, the number 45 distinguishes this connector from other type. For example, like we have RJ11. Why do we use RJ11? RJ11 is used for telephone lines. So RJ45 refers to the physical connector type, which is commonly used for Ethernet networking cable, 8 pin 8C, 8P8C. It's called 8P8C. Okay, I just saw it. So 45 is a model number. It is not meaning 45 volt or 4.5 volt, 0.5 volt, no. So model number. Every component has a model number, right? Every component has a model number. Let's imagine 4, 5 represents that model, 8 pin model. If I say 11 means 4 pin model. Now, Ethernet cable was introduced by IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Now you might be wondering, hey, I am into CCNA and it is mostly into ECE department, Electronic Communication Department. Why IEEE came here? Because of these copper wires. See, the Ethernet cable consists of electrical wires inside it. It has 8 wires. They're made of copper only. Using Ethernet cable, we are sending data. How? Using electrical power. So, Ethernet cable can be defined as the physical cables that are used to connect 2 or more devices. Now, Ethernet cable comes under different range and speed. We have 10 Mbps cable, 100 Mbps cable, 1000 Mbps cable, again 1000 Mbps, then we got 10 Gbps. See this carefully. M is caps, B is small, P is small, S is small. Megabits per second. If you see capital B means megabytes it is. Megabytes, not bytes. Here it's bits. So M is caps, megabits per second. So normally the cable Ethernet means 10 Mbps. Fast Ethernet means 100 Mbps. Gigabyte Ethernet means 1000 Mbps and 10 gigabyte Ethernet means 10 Gbps. This is the common name with the speed. Name actually changes with speed. That's what we are aiming to say. These are the common names. Then we got informal names also. Who is Harshvardhan? We got informal names also. Informal names 10 base T, 100 base T, 1000 base LX, 1000 base T, and 10 G base T. What is 10 base T means? 10 means 10 Mbps. Base means base band. What is data? What is T? Baseband means baseband. Okay, not we have broadband and baseband. Broadband means what? The wireless. We call broadband, right? Wireless. Ethernet is termed as baseband. That's it. Because Ethernet cable normally send packet from one point other point only. Then one point other point. Even though we have broadcast and all, Wi-Fi by default is broadcast. It goes everywhere. Broadband. It's broad. Base. Have you seen the baseball? Baseball game. That's baseball, right? The stick is there. Have you seen the lions? How they play, how they run? They run like point to point, right? He will throw the ball. Even though he hit anywhere, he has to run like this. Why he is running like this? Because base band. That's all. Point to point, like linking. They cannot run random anywhere, right? Like a broadband bus. Baseband means by default Ethernet comes under baseband technology. Okay. T means what? Twisted pair cable. So interestingly, if you see any Ethernet, any electrical wires outside your home, inside home, they are twisted. They are always twisted. Any electrical wires you take, it will be twisted only. Like yeah, red wire, the black wire, and they are like twisted. By default, all electrical wires will be twisted. Why? Let's go to the Y person. Why? In home, you have electrical wire. Why they are twisted? Normally, if you take a 100-meter wire, two wires, and you twist it, it will become 80-meter, right? Because by twisting it become reduce the size. Then why we are doing this? Let's understand. Imagine we have a black wire, and then I go, hey, something is here, something is not here. Red wire and the black wire. If you don't twist it, if you put it as it is, what will happen? The red wire will create an electromagnetic signals and it will keep on increasing as the wire goes. Even black wire will create electromagnetic waves. It will keep on increasing. Because they keep on increasing, they'll create lot of noise, distortion, and they'll become weak. The power will become very weak. If you put like this. That's why we twist them. Now, when I twist them like this, now I got twisting. Now, electromagnetic waves, it will create here. At the junction where the black wire and red wire is meeting, they cancel each other. Again, they'll start from this point. Understood? So, by doing this, we are reducing the loss. That's why it is called twisted. Clear? Then we got the formal IEEE standard name. Again, when I say formal IEEE standard name, these are nothing but the device model numbers. Like as you know, the pen I'm holding, even this will have model number, right? So Ethernet cables are also having model numbers. An Ethernet cable with a speed of 10 Mbps, which is called 802.3. Here it is. 3UZABAN. U means 100 Mbps, Z means 1000 Mbps, AN means 10 Gbps. Now, by default, Ethernet cables can travel only up to 100 meter. That's a problem. So every 100 meter, I have to put a signal booster or something. So what the IEEE has decided, because in our batch, every cable can travel only 100 meter. I'm going to take a cable called 1000 base LX model, which is basically a fiber cable, which can travel up to 5 kilometers. What they have done, from fiber family, they have taken one cable and they put into Ethernet family. Now this Ethernet cable, this is also termed as Ethernet now. This 1000 base LX model alone. That model is a fiber cable actually. It is not Ethernet. If you see, it is not twisted. Say, we don't twist fiber cables, right? Electrical cables we twist. That's why it has moved to fiber Ethernet family, even though it's a fiber cable. 1000 base LX model. And it can travel up to how many kilometers? 5 kilometers. Clear?
Yes.
Right. Volume.
We have a network, we are using a model of something like a router, we have home, like which wire they will use for copper wire, fiber wire.
From outside to your router.
Yeah.
Fiber. Everywhere it is fiber only. You have router in home.
Yeah.
You can see. It's yellow color wire. Yeah, before to Ethernet, now they have moved to fiber. One 15272.
Copper wire, they will use to like like maybe they do.
Correct. One 15272. Vignesh Kumar ji.
Sir. Oh,
Vignesh.
oh yes.
நீங்க எந்த ஊர் ஆக்சுவலி?
Chennai தான் sir. Chennai.
ஒரு சென்னைன்னு சொன்னீங்கல்ல, கரெக்ட். சரி. Raviarasan. Any Pragati, do you understand Tamil language?
Yes, sir, I can understand.
Okay, எல்லாமே தமிழ் தான் ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ்ல அப்போ.
No, but my mother tongue is Telugu and I speak Kannada more, but I can understand Tamil.
That's okay. Others also understand Tamil.
Hey Vishnu, I don't. Maybe a few
sir.
words, but it's difficult.
Yeah, I too know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Tamil.
அதான் பேர்ல போட்டிருக்கே கவியரசன் சொல்லி. Fine, got it. Let's go with the next slide. So here you can see the RJ45 connector. Okay, wow. Here you can see network interface card, NIC. See, online students, if I am telling something in Tamil means you can skip it because I might have repeated them in English already. For example, I am telling you, it's called RJ45 connector. You can see 8 pins in it. It is called Ethernet network interface card. That's how the NIC card looks like in your computer also. Then we got the LAN switch. Okay, wow. இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா இது RJ45 connector, registered jack 45 connector. இது network interface card உங்க கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல இருக்கும். இது வந்து LAN switch. You understand Tamil? Tamil தெரியாது. When I understand Kannada after 4 years. SFP. See, now let's go back to a funny part. See here, if you see carefully, this is devices. This is IC chip, capacitor, resistor, inductor, whatever it is called. These are all electronic component. Okay. If you are sending an electrical signal, they all will work. No problem at all. If you are sending an electrical signal, they will work. So if I'm using Ethernet cable, that means I'm sending electrical signal because it is carrying electrical. What if I use fiber cable? Fiber carries what signals?
Light.
Light signals. If I put light inside this board, will it work?
No.
There must be a way to convert your light into electrical power or light signals into electrical signals so that they can understand what I'm talking about. For that, we use something called SFP, small form factor pluggable. SFP is used to convert the light waves into electrical waves so that my device can understand. SFP is used. Small form factor pluggable. Initially, I thought it will cost around 1,000 rupees or 500 rupees. Later on, when I went and asked, hey, give me 2 SFPs. It was like 40,000. One SFP is 20,000 or 10,000. And it goes till 1 lakh, 2 lakh on lot. That much cost is this now. Maximum it goes up to $10,000 actually. SFP they can support up to like 100 Gbps, and it can cost several $1,000. From top manufacturers like Cisco also manufactures SFP for long range data transmission, and they range between around $10,000. Then money it back how much? 8 lakhs. $1,000 means 88,000 rupees. Around 8 lakhs, 8 to 9 lakhs to become one SFP cost. Okay. Now let's talk about different types of Ethernet cables. So we have two types of Ethernet cables. One is called straight through. Second is called crossover cable. So when I say straight through means the pins are connected straight. Pin 1 of one end to pin 1 of other end. Pin 2 to pin 2. Like this, they are connect very straight. Crossover means pin 1 goes to pin 3 on the other hand. Pin 2 goes to pin 6 and vice versa. 3 to 1 and 6 to 2. Tell me, is it straight through or crossover? You have to see both the sides. You have to see like this, both the ends, to understand whether it's straight through or crossover. You also check. Is it orange color, blue, white, brown, brown? Is it coming straight or is going ulta? Straight through cable, correct. You straight through cable. So that's how we can identify a straight through cable. The color coding will be same. It has 4 colors. Okay. We have blue, white, orange, white, orange, brown, white, brown, green, white, green. That will be the colors. If they are connected straight, then we use it as straight through cable. Ulta means crossover cable. Now, why do we have two types of cables? Because whenever you're connecting two same devices, you have to use crossover cable. If you're connecting a PC to a router, then use straight through cable. Same device means crossover, different device means straight through. Crossover, huh? Now the big question comes, why? What happened? Straight through, huh? Now big question is, why same device crossover? Let's imagine it is the network interface card of PC1. It is network interface card of PC2. Normally they will have a transmission pin and receiving pin, right? We call it TXRX. Transmission and receiving. If I am using a straight through cable, then TX will go where? TX straight through, na? RS will go where? Is it good or bad? Why? Because TX should go to RX. So if I use straight through cable, that's a problem. So we use crossover cable. Then understood how they have to do. That's why same device we use crossover cable. And here you can see the color palette of RJ45. Two models are there. There's one more model, right? It's T568A. Then we got B also. What you're holding is A or B? Tell me. That cable. Is it starting with the green color or orange color? Orange means what? Orange means B. It is T568A model. What I'm having is now is, what is the next color? Next color. Orange ke baad. Orange, white, orange, then
White, orange,
green, green, white, green, then purple, blue, brown. That's all. Over. Orange, green, blue, brown. Orange, white, orange, green, white, green, blue, white, blue, brown, white, brown. If you see this, it's called T568B model. If it starts with a green, that's called A model. There's no difference in that. I don't know why they are. Just imagine this, remember, maybe you get a HR or technical panel guy who is like, I want tell me if A or B. Remember, green means A. Other color means B. Remember only one thing. Green is A. That's all. Let's talk about the fiber cable. So fiber cables are made up of fiber strands or fiber glasses, which is not this glass. This glass is not fiber glass. Okay. You might have seen this. Have you seen that? All you still thinking what is that? You have seen this. So it was fiber cable. When we don't know what is the power of fiber cable, that's why people will play using this. Later on, they realized let's use fiber cable for sending data. Now fiber became costly. Now fibers are also used for making boards and all, fiber boards. Yeah. Fiber is used as a very strong material also. It can send and receive lights in a very good way. Fiber cables. Now fiber cables are made up of different layers, starting with core layer, cladding, buffer, strengthener, outer jacket. That's how the fiber cable looks like. So we got core in the middle. Core is the place where the actual signals are going and coming. Then you got cladding. You can imagine this area is like core, here is cladding. See, it's blur, it's clear. Cladding will be blur. cladding is used so that the light coming in will keep on reflecting here itself. It should not go beyond cladding. The light should reflect within that area. Then we got buffer. Then we got strengthener, and then outer layer. Others are used only for protection. Nothing big deal about it. So please remember this. Clear? Now, fiber cables are made up of, there are two types. One is called single mode fiber, where core is thin. Then we got multi-mode fiber, where core is thick. It goes as a laser beam. It goes as a reflection one. Okay. So your section one is getting over now. Check that on the router. Your water can is there, na? Just there router is there. The router is here also. Near printer one router is there. There you can see fiber cable. While going you can see. Okay. So that's all about session one. Now we'll study about MAC address. We'll take a like 5 minutes break, then we'll go with the MAC address.
Hey Vishnu, you said the classroom students will move to the evening. How about the online? Will continue with you?
Online is morning only.
Okay.
Classroom students alone evening.
Okay, got it. Same time, right? 7:30 Indian time.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thanks.
So let's understand section 1, section 2 called MAC address. See, now as of now you got an idea about IP address, right? So what is MAC address? MAC is a 48-bit address. Okay, 48-bit or 6 byte. Remember one point called 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So MAC address is a physical address for the device. It is a burnt in network interface card address, which we cannot change. So MAC address we cannot change. It will be that only. Whatever the manufacturer, the company is writing, it will be same MAC address. And normally MAC is made up of hexadecimal number. Hexadecimal number means 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way 9. A, instead of 10, we have A, B, C, D, E, F. Now that's how MAC address looks like. That's how we write it. 4 numbers, dot 4 numbers, dot 4 numbers, or 2 numbers, hyphen 2 numbers, hyphen 2 numbers. Like this also we write it. 1 hexadecimal is equal to 4 binary number. 1 hexadecimal number is equal to 4 binary number. So in a MAC address, how many hexadecimal number we are having? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th is a 12. So how much binary numbers I am having here? Binary numbers 12 fours are. 1 hexadecimal is equal to 4 binary bit, right? So 12 fours are. That's how it comes. Okay. It's made up of hexadecimal number. 1x is equal to 4 bits, became 48 bits. Now, this entire 48-bit number can be divided into 2 pieces. In certain center, we can break 24-bit, 24-bit. The first 24-bit will be same or common in all the network interface card a company is manufacturing. For example, I am Lenovo company. I am manufacturing network interface card. So in my network interface card, all MAC address will start with this value only. The remaining can be random values. It can be amnesia patient. Kannada sonne ಕಾಟ್ನನೆ ಇದನ್ನ that's our network interface card. Okay. Even the laptops will have network interface cards now. So in that network interface card only will have MAC address. While manufacturing itself, they will burn their address. Technically speaking, this is called OUI. The first 24-bit is there na, it is termed as OUI, organizationally unique identifier. The last 24 is called vendor assigned, nothing but the random number. It can be random.
Wait, the first half is vendor assigned or OUI?
Are you able to see here?
Yeah, so that's the first half, right?
That's the first
that
half.
never changes.
That
Okay.
never changes because
Okay.
it is organizationally unique identifier. A unique identifier to uniquely identify the organization who is building that NIC.
Oh, okay.
Then we got something called vendor assigned.
Okay.
Router will not have MAC address. Router will have network interface card. That network interface card has a MAC address. Continue question.
Then, let's say that the code 0.0 only is the default we have like,
Hmm.
first like economically we have a state and same only.
It will be same. If manufacturer is same, it will be same. Now MAC address also of three major types. We got unicast address, multicast address, and broadcast address. Do you have GPay? Who is GPay you have, right? GPay you have. In this QR send 200 rupees. I will send 200. So we got unicast address means it could be 200 rupees only, okay? Don't send 2000 now. It could be any MAC address. Any specific computer's MAC address is termed as unicast MAC address. Then we got multicast MAC address. Multicast MAC means what? It always scan your code. Scan your code. Multicast address means 01005E all the way to 01007F. That is the range of a multicast address. If I say broadcast means all F. If it is all F, then it is termed as broadcast. Okay, easy. If you see a
So if a NIC card has a multicast address, what does that mean? When
NIC
it sends
card will
something.
not have multicast address.
Oh.
NIC card will have only unicast addresses. When
Okay.
you are sending a traffic and that traffic destination address is shown to be this value starting with, then that
Okay.
traffic is going to reach multiple devices who are participating in that multicast scenario.
Oh,
This will
okay.
understand slowly.
Okay.
Let's take an example of a school days. Imagine that we are in 10th class. It's a day 1. You guys are sitting here on the chair. You remember in school days we break students into different scouts or something. Not scout. In India they use Ganga group, Yamuna group. What is that? Godavari group or yellow batch people, red batch. We'll separate groups. We create groups, correct? We'll say Ganga group, Yamuna group, Godavari group, or red batch, yellow batch. In all classrooms, we'll have different. See, your name is Arun Vijay Prakash. Day 1, you are still part. Day 1, if someone comes, Yamuna group, Ganga group, Godavari group. If some teacher comes and tells you day 1, hey Ganga group people, stand up. Nobody will stand up because day 1 they don't know they are part of which group. Day 1 evening, PT master came and he told that you are part of Yamuna group, you are part of Ganga group, you are Godavari group. Day 2, one more teacher comes. The teacher says, Ganga group people come outside. Will everyone go? No. Only these guys will go. Why? Are we changing their names? His name still be Arun, maybe Gayatri, Prakash, Shanmugam. We are not changing his name, but still they are going out. Why? Because they are part of Ganga group. Ganga group is like this multicast address. If we are sending a packet to that Ganga group, traffic will go to these 4 PCs. We are not changing the MAC address. We are telling we are going to participate in that multicast group. So if a traffic comes at multicast group, you will also receive it. That's a deep story behind multicast. You'll understand later on. As of now, got it. We're not changing the address. I have a question. No, leave it. Which man confusing? Where are you confused? In multicast? Multicast, leave it. Multicast you'll study later also. Alright. Those who understood it's good. If not, you can skip it because if you don't understand, if you try to understand hard, will become more confusion. So you can skip that as of now. Or else imagine that console cable போட்டு ஒர்க் ஆகுதா பாரு குட்டி போயிட்டு லாகின் ஆகுதா தெரியுமா எந்த Bluetooth? அது வைஃபை அதையும் தொடச்சிங்களா? அதுல பிளிங்கிட்ல இருக்கா பாரு. பிளிங்கிட்ல இருந்து ஆர்டர் போட்டுடலாம் அப்படியே. Imagine that it's day 1 class. Okay, you are group A, you are group B. I told you this. If I tell, what's your name? Harshardhan, Bharat, Manoj. If I say group B people raise hand, who will raise hand? Why?
Already the architect of the group.
Did I told Harshvardhan or Manoj? No. So group is a common term. That's a group B. That B is the multicast address. You are still having your own MAC address. Your name, Manoj. You are also having your own MAC address, Harshvardhan. But I'm telling you guys are participating in group B. Tomorrow I come and tell, hey, you don't participate in group B. You become group B. Then, am I changing your name, his name today also? So that's how multicast works. Multicast, for example, I am telling that computer, you start listening to that multicast address. You listen to B. You listen to B address. You listen to A address, A address. You start listening to the multicast address so that if someone comes with multicast address that, you hear that. That's how it works.
So when it's group on, say, B group, so we have any common MAC address?
Multicast, no, you don't have, we are not changing your MAC address. We're not putting a feeding also MAC address. I'm just telling you listen to this MAC address. If some traffic comes there, you have to receive it. That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll see the how switch works and how router works. That's all for online class today. If you have doubts, you can ask me now.
Okay, Vishnu, will we do any